Don't do this. Wait a second, I got a medical condition. Get my license out of my pocket.
You guys still got the wrong guy. You guys are fucking stupid.
That's not you.
You guys are racial profile thinking I'm somebody.
Do I need to answer any of your
You
questions?
don't have to answer anything, dude.
Okay.
You don't have to.
I'm not kidding.
91.7, I'm pulling up.
I got my ID. Do not reach for your waist. Keep your hands up.
In the world of cops and badges, things are about to get wild. Imagine fearless cops arresting an FBI agent, thinking they're the kings of the hill. But guess what? They're in for a surprise twist that will make them rethink their choices. Get ready for the epic showdown when cops cuff an FBI agent and wish they hadn't. The authorities stated that they pulled over this man because he resembles a man for whom they had a warrant. Keep in mind that the law requires cops to establish reasonable suspicion that someone has committed a crime before making an arrest. Which means they went much over their rights. The cops continue to give an extremely flimsy reason for his detention and to state that if they are wrong, they are wrong.
No, you are wrong. What do you mean if you're wrong, you're wrong? You're wrong.
A terrifying statement that's both unprofessional and dangerous. If an officer feels comfortable using that logic here, it's likely they'd feel comfortable using it in a higher stakes situation, potentially endangering the public.
Hey, yo! Hey, officer!
No. Matter of fact, look at my ID.
He got the wrong guy, I'm telling you.
Wrong ID, motherfucker. You guys still got the wrong guy. You guys are fucking stupid.
That's not you.
You guys are racial profile thinking I'm somebody. You guys really had nothing else to go to college for but be a cop and harass me? To assume I'm somebody I'm not? My ID's in my back pocket.
Y'all got the
Watch,
wrong-
hey, watch how funny this is. Go ahead,
Watch
look at
this.
it. No, don't hate me. Look at it. Oh,
You
what
guys
does that
got
say?
me fucked up.
What does that say?
Suddenly, this man produces an official FBI ID card, indicating both that he is not the man they are looking for and that these cops are now in serious jeopardy. Check out how this cop goes from making direct eye contact with the suspect to refusing to meet his eyes at any point after seeing the ID.
Oh!
Wrong guy.
Oh!
Wrong guy.
Oh my God!
No, get the fuck off me, dude. Get off me, dude. I need our cars. I need your supervisor over here. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Look,
Guys,
get him. Get him. He's a tough guy. And this guy here.
No, what do you mean I look like?
The entire event was extremely unprofessional and poorly handled due to the officer's fault. But at least the cops were respectful of this agent after learning his true identity. Things went differently for ATF agent James Burke, who was treated so brutally by cops that he had to sue them.
Do not resist. I'm not resisting. You're acting like a...
Agent James Burke, a 16-year veteran of the ATF, said in the lawsuit he was working a routine assignment on July 7th. That afternoon, he went to a home on the 3300 block of Edgebrook Drive near Dublin to retrieve a shotgun from someone who was not permitted to have a firearm. Burke was sent to a house to seize a firearm illegally obtained by the residents. But instead of being allowed in, the door was shut in his face, and the residents called the cops, who were given Agent Burke's badge number but still treated the incident as a break-in, and Burke as a criminal.
Hey, turn around, let me see your hands. Turn around, let me see your hands. Okay, let me see your hands. I need to see some ID. Get on the ground! Get on the ground now! Get on the ground!
What's your deal?
Get on the ground now!
I'm a federal agent.
917-110-3.
I'm a federal agent.
Get on the ground!
Agent Burke refuses to comply with initial demands to get on the ground, most likely so police can determine whether he is armed, and instead continues the inquiry securely. Burke feels that because he is a federal agent, he is not subject to municipal police orders. However, if this were true, any criminal could falsely pretend to be a federal agent in order to avoid police officers. While he may not believe he is a threat, the truth remains that he should have quietly followed the commands so the officers could simply check out the case. But instead, things continue to escalate.
What the heck's the matter with you? Who do you think you are?
Chopper
Get on the ground!
I'm not getting out of
Chopper, thanks.
I'm not getting
91.7, I'm pulling up.
I got my ID.
Do not reach for your waist! Keep your hands up!
Once a second officer arrives, Burke finally follows the orders and lays down on the ground.
Do not resist!
I'm not resisting.
You're acting like a
No,
moron!
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Don't do this. Wait a second. I got a medical condition. Get my license out of my pocket.
We're getting you secured first.
Please, wait. No, whoa. Hold on. I'm hyperventilating. Please, sir. I'm
resisting.
I'm not.
Stop resisting.
Would you
now.
please get my ID out of my left pocket?
Stop.
I'm begging you. My wife's pregnant. Please. It's right here.
Resist.
Please get it. Wait, sir, help me up. Just hold me up. Sir, I can't do it. Wait. Sir.
Stop resisting now.
Please help me. Sir, please get my
taser out.
my federal creds.
Get your taser out, Joe.
No, don't do that, please. Sir.
Don't make me tase you.
You're going to get tased. Put your right
No.
arm behind your back.
Okay.
Put your right arm behind
Help
your
me
back
up.
now. No.
Help me up.
No, you're going to stay on the ground and put your right arm behind your back.
Let me breathe.
You can
I'm
breathe
gonna.
just fine.
I'm gonna. Ow, don't do that. Okay, here.
Burke finally obeys the commands and lays down on the ground as a second officer approaches. Burke claims he's never had a problem with dispatchers or officers authenticating his position as an ATF agent on duty. In this case, however, Burke said the dispatchers advised the 911 caller not to answer the door and dispatched Columbus police officers Joseph Fihey, a 20-year veteran of the division, and Kevin Winchell. When Fihey arrived at the scene, Agent Burke stood outside the home's front door and waved the officer over to where he was standing, the lawsuit said. Even though Agent Burke had both hands raised and had represented that he is a federal agent, Officer Fihey immediately drew his weapon and pointed it, while simultaneously screaming at Burke to get on the ground. In the disturbing video, Burke continues to tell the officers that he is an ATF agent on a call and to simply take his ID from his back pocket. After finally looking at his ID, the officers place him under arrest and take him to their patrol vehicle, asking, "Why would you make us do this?" The cops then force Burke into the vehicle, listening to his pleas and explanations about his medical condition. Despite not always behaving perfectly, police detained Burke in their patrol vehicle for nearly an hour longer before eventually releasing him without charges.
Condition.
Please, sir.
If you are a real police officer, you ought to be ashamed of
I
yourself.
was trying to give you my creds.
We got him in the car.
Copy, Devlin, at scene.
He might even be a real cop, but he wouldn't tell us,
everything
wouldn't
looks fine
do
here.
anything, wouldn't get on the ground. I mean, what the heck?
happened?
We had to taser him, so we got a medic coming. If he is an actual police officer, he ought to be ashamed of himself.
Sir, I'm not. I'm trying to
You're not. You're right. You're not.
my creds.
Yeah. No, you screwed up.
Burke decided to sue the Columbus Police Department, citing excessive force and unlawful arrest. The original complaint states that after the incident, which caused him both physical and mental harm, he was removed from the active duty and confined solely to administrative and support roles, with adjustments having to be made to the department to accommodate him. As of the upload of this video, the case is still ongoing. 6 months after the incident, Burke filed a civil rights lawsuit against the acting officers from the Columbus Division of Police. The lawsuit said Burke told Fihey and Winchell, who arrived a short time later and also drew his gun while ordering Burke to the ground, that his credentials were in his pocket. Fihey pointed his firearm at Burke for more than 90 seconds before both Fihey and Winchell climbed on his back while violently twisting and pulling his arms to handcuff him. The lawsuit said the officers also used a taser on Burke multiple times while he was face down and not evading arrest, before handcuffing Burke and placing him in the back of a cruiser, a process that involved pulling him into the car because a seatbelt was in the way. However, in the instance of Mac Proctor, things are quite different. Mac is allegedly an undercover agent with extensive legal expertise, and he is about to demonstrate how crooked police personnel may be entirely unprovoked. Mac was waiting for a takeout order in a private parking lot while on his delivery driver's shift. His vehicle wasn't in an authorized parking area, but it wasn't blocking traffic, and he'd simply left it there unattended while picking up his food. When Mac returned to his vehicle, he was stopped by a police officer who informed him that he had violated parking regulations.
All right, Mr. Proctor. That is your last name. Everything okay?
Do I need to answer any of your
You don't have
questions?
to answer anything, dude.
Okay,
You don't have to. Lucky you stand here all day. I get paid either way.
Can you go ahead and finish your job
Saying,
so I can carry on?
what's it with the anger, dude?
I'm not angry.
You're not angry? You always talk to everybody like that?
I'm not angry.
Oh, okay.
I just want you to go ahead and wrap things up, please.
Oh, okay.
Has every right to remain silent in the face of the officer's questions. especially ones unrelated to criminal proceedings. At no point did he raise his tone or say anything out of line. Yet the officer asks why he's so angry. Many people believe that some police officers are used to being in command and control on these interactions, and it's possible that this officer is the same when Mac exercised his rights and simply asked for things to be moved along. This cop was taken aback and misinterpreted it as a hostile statement. The officer informs Mac that he is being detained for parking violations. To receive a parking citation, you must be breaching either municipal, state, or federal law, such as parking in a handicap area without necessary documents. Mac was allowed to leave without further incident, but this interaction raises questions about why he was met with further difficulties after doing nothing other than exercising his Fifth Amendment right. In fact, it's strange that the entire interaction even happened in the first place.
All right, well, I'll give you a break on it, but you know what I'm saying? This isn't a parking spot, okay, dude?
You're not giving me a break. You're harassing me at this point. I'd like to leave. May I leave now, please?
Well, do you understand?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
All right. So do you understand why I stopped you?
Do I need to answer any more of your questions?
You don't have to.
Okay.
If the officer had observed Mac's vehicle obstructing traffic, the incident could have been avoided by simply asking him to move his vehicle out of the way and let him go about his day from there. Instead, the officer detained Mac, preventing him from moving his vehicle and keeping it in the very place that's allegedly impeding traffic flow. The cop later found out that Mac wasn't even a federal agent or officer himself, and simply managed to prove just how valuable it is to know the law. Alright guys, that's it for today. We hope you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.